Assalamualaikum. I am Dr. Maksud Bangash and I am supervising the drug management unit of TB control program Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Today we are going to discuss the quarterly demand of second line drugs, anti-TB drugs for any PMDT site or for the DRTB satellite site. So let's come to the sheet. Here is written the quarterly demand second line drugs. This sheet is also called TB12. So first of all, we have to enter the name of the this PMDT site or DRTB satellite site. So, for example, we are going to enter the name of DRTB satellite site Bansera. Next step is the here demand of quarter for quarter. You will have to put you have to enter the quarter and year for which the drug is going to be demanded. So this is the first quarter of year 2026. Next step is you will have to enter the date on which this demand is going to be submitted. Two things you will have to remember while entering this date. In which order you have to enter is first you have to enter the month, then date, and then year. Here it is written very clearly that month dash date dash year. So, for example, today it's the first month dash. It's 8th day of the first month January, and then dash, and it is 26 2026. So this will be the date. Look at another thing that before entering the date, one thing we have to consider that these three cells, like this, and this, these three cells depend on this, date. This is changed. These are changed accordingly. For example, again we will enter the date. So look at these months are converted. October 25, November 25, and December 25 means these are the mentioned months of fourth quarter of 2005. Means when you are going to demand the drug for the first quarter of 2026, here you will find the 3 months of the previous quarter, means the fourth quarter of the 2025. So this is very important thing. Now we will go to mention that how many patients are registered and under the treatment in certain PMDT site or DRTB satellite site. For example, at your site there are two patients for BPAL, two for BPAL-M, one for LTR, one for modified STR, and one for the standard STR. So total become 2 plus 2, 4 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 6 plus 1, 7. These are the 7 patients mentioned here which are registered under the treatment at this site. Now, this was the first step we have to enter before going to the table. Now, let's go to the table. Here, for example, this amicacine. Amicacine, for example, you have 120 injections by the start of the quarter, first day of the quarter, at 1st January of 2026. You was having 120 injection, and during the previous quarter uh, 20 injections you received at the first month, 0 at second month, and 30 at during third month of the quarter. So total your stock will be 120 plus 20 plus 0 plus 30, it become 170 here. Now come to this point. During first month of the quarter, means October 2025, you was having one patient and you have given 30 injections to him. During second month, or another patient was entered and they become two and you given them 60 injections. And during the third month, again there were two patients registered who are using the vaccine and you were dispensing again 60 injections to them. So total 150 injections are consumed at the rate of 50 injections per month. So remaining will be the total was 170 and now 150 are consumed, so 20 injections are left. By entering this data, you find that your next quarter you need 150 injections and 20 are already in stock. So 150 minus 20 will become 130, and when you will add 1 month extra buffer stock, this will become, 1 month extra buffer stock is here, our monthly consumption, it will be added in it. This will become 180 injections. So this is the procedure how you will enter the data for each and every drug. For example, another drug, this we usually don't use in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the pediatric uh, second line drugs. So you have to write become 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0. So for the next bedaquiline, for example, you will have 210 tablets. During first month you received 150, during second month you received 200, and during third month you received 0 tablets of bedaquiline. So your look at your stock here become 560. How? 210 plus 150 received during first month and 200 received during second month. So your total become 560 tablets. For example, your two patients, the four patients here seems on bedaquiline. So for example, this is four patients and you give them 4 tablets per patient daily. 12480, 4, 480, 4, 480. Look at here. Mostly this error is commonly observed that here closing balance will become 80, that is in bracket is minus. Why? Because you were having this amount, I'll just select this thing. 210 were there and 150 in first month and 200 in second month you received. Total have become here 560, whereas you consumed 1440 tablets. How it is possible that when you are having 560 tablets and you are consuming 1440 tablets? This is not possible. Maybe this will be the error by entering this data. Whether your opening balance was not 210 but more than this, or you have received receiving quantity you have entered is wrong. So you will have to cross check it. For example, we were having uh, 1000 patients, 1000 tablets we have received here. Again, there is the difference between of 80 tablets So you were having 290 tablets. That will become 0. Your data, it is very clear that you were having 290 tablets by the start of the quarter. During first month of the previous quarter, you received 150 tablets. During the second quarter, you received 1000 tablets. During third month, you received 0 tablets. And during these 3 months, during first month, 4 patients were there. For 80 patients, you given them. Then in the next month, 4 patients were there, and you dispensed them the 480 tablets of bedaquiline. Then again in third month, 4 patients were there, and you have dispensed 480 tablets to them. Total consumption become 1440. So this was the average monthly consumption, means at the rate of 480 tablets per month you have consumed. Nothing to return to the PTPKP, and nothing is expired. So when you will enter these things, these also will be subtracted from your stock, and closing stock will become there. So again, now you have 0 stock. Your total consumption is 1440. So this is required for the next quarter. But if you will add 1 month buffer to it, it will become 1920 tablets. So this was the calculation. For example, we just change some data. For example, we don't have 290, but we have, again, you will consider this thing in mind that for 1440 was the demand, and with the addition of 1 month buffer, this is 1920 tablets demand has become. So let's change some data here. For example, you were having not 290 tablets, but these were 350 tablets. But let's go see that how the demand has changed. Look at 1440 was demand before. Now it becomes 1300. 1380. Why? Because your requirement is 1440 and you are having 60 tablets. So it will be subtracted from it and it will become 1380. And by adding 1 month extra stock, which is for 80 tablets, is very obvious from your average monthly consumption, will be added into it. It will become 1860 tablets. So this was all about that, how we entered the data into the sheet, and our demand for the next quarter has been generated with the addition of 1 month additional buffer. So this is all about the entry of the data. You can do it for all of the drugs, uh, and this column this column is for the entry of the any expiry, near expiry. You will have to comment it that among the stocks, stock is near expiry. So you will have to add in it into it. I just want to add here a column, this, and I want here that you issued to other sites. Many times we do this practice that in case we don't have the stock at provincial warehouse, or we have some other reason, due to one reason or other, we request one side to share your extra stock to the other side, so that the treatment of the patient cannot be interrupted. So this should also be there. By using this, we have to change the formula here. uh, Minus this will also be there. So here the formula is changed, and look at This was all about this thing. Let's see another example where these three columns can be used. For example, clofazamine, you were having 1500 tablets. You received 0 during first month, 0 during second month, and 0 during third month. So you have two patients and you have given 30 tablets, two patients and 30 tablets, and two patients and 30 tablets. You have used total 90 patients at the rate of 30 tablets per month. Now you at the last you are having 1410 tablets, and PTP has asked you to return some of the stock. As you need 90 tablets in a quarter of 3 months, and by adding the extra 1 month buffer stock, you need 120 tablets, and you have in stock 1410 tablets. So you can return the 1300 tablets or less to PTP KP, which is extra in stock or stock with you. So let's consider that you are sending back the 900 tablets to PTP KP. This become 510. This is again more than 120 tablets you record. You have 510. You have issued some 60 tablets to some other site. This become 540, and some 100 tablets you expired from you. This will become 350 tablets. So here you can see that your opening balance plus the drug received during 3 months will be entered. Then during each month you will have to enter the patients, how many patients are using this drug, and how many tablets you are going to dispense them. You think, and this will become total consumption, and that this will be average monthly consumption. Then you will enter that this quantity we have returned to the PTPKP, this quantity we have issued to other sites, and this has been expired with us. So the at least with the formula, the net stock on hand will be calculated here, according to which the quantity of drug will be calculated. The demand is 0, so no need to add of any buffer stock. You have a lot of stock, extra stock with you to be consumed in the next quarter. So this was all about. It was a video uh, made with the objectives of uh, you know telling you that how this quarterly demand second line drug SLD demand sheet, that is DB12, is filled. Thank you very much.